It's that nigga with the cool and mellow shit for your ass. Laying low in the cut.
Yo, what is good with you, dough? Ugh, what? Alright, I've been posting a lot of Naruto. It's time to get back to the Pokemon. And today, I got sick playing that stream for like 9 hours. Like, my nose is really stuffy. It's still stuffy, and that was like 2 days ago. I'm not sure why it's not done uploading yet, but I mean, hopefully sometime in the next year it'll finish processing, because it's been processing for 2 days and it's not up yet. And you guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about because there weren't that many people at the stream. But all I want to say is, fuck those damn tree snakes. I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes and this motherfucking tree. Samuel L. Jackson taught me that. Anyways, we got a battle against pokeaimMD, my man Joey. He has a team with a bunch of threats on it. I have a team. This is an old team, actually. I used it a long time ago. It has Choice Specs, Gastrodon, Choice Band, Ferrothorn, which is a massive threat. Machamp. I was going to use the team with the Honchkrow, but I couldn't find it in my DS, so I just decided to use this team. And this team isn't bad, but it's kind of outdated, so I just decided to bring it just to, you know, try to catch him off guard. But he actually recognized it as soon as he saw it. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Politoed. He's not going to be sure what set I'm running. I actually brought the wrong Politoed since all my Politoeds have the same name. This Politoed was actually supposed to be a bulky Politoed with max HP, max defense, but it actually turned out that I brought the Choice Specs Politoed in and it actually did a shit ton of damage to that Celebi, which is, I think, specially defensive. Either way, I'm just going to switch out here and I'm going to go into my Machamp. He actually reveals that he has Psychic later on in the battle, so I'm not really sure why he's going to switch out directly like this. But I mean, maybe he was trying to save it for later, I'm not really sure. So anyways, he goes for the Recover. He's going to go for the Baton Pass, and I expected him not to have Psychic, so I thought that he would switch out to his Hippowdon. Turns out that I'm right on the switching out part. We're going to bring in the Hippowdon, and I predicted the Hippowdon switching, so I'm going to go straight for the Dynamic Punch. Bitch! It did a decent amount, too. I didn't expect it to do 28 to 30% at all, but it did, and I was very impressed. Not bad, Machamp. Not bad! You know, just but I think it's time to go for another Dynamic Punch. Bitch! So there's that. We went for another Dynamic Punch just because we can. Unfortunately for me, he's not going to hit himself with Confusion. And you guys are going to see he gets really, really lucky with the Confusion, man. Like, I know it's a 50-50 chance, but he only hits himself one time. And it was a time where it didn't really matter if he... Oh my gosh, this is just so frustrating. So now I'm going to go for the Ice Punch because he has a Landorus, so I don't know, just in case he wanted to switch into his Landorus or his Celebi. Here I was hoping he hit himself, but of course he doesn't. He gets the Slack out, which is, I guess, that's fine. So now it's time to rinse and repeat. I'm just going to try this again, try this whole process again. I'm going to go for the Dynamic Punch now just because I'm thinking he might want to switch out just because he went for the Slack off and got all his HP back. So we're about to smack him with yet another Dynamic Punch. Take this in your motherfucking mouth, bitch! I just feel like it's not as effective if the Pokemon that I'm hitting doesn't get destroyed. It's a Hippowdon. It's not getting hit with all of that. It's taking that hit beautifully and hitting me with an Earthquake that does damn near half. And you got another Dynamic Punch, and he doesn't hit himself in Confusion. Just hit yourself in Confusion, bro. So I mean, there's that, and of course he does not hit himself in Confusion. I mean, if he just hit himself in Confusion one time when he was below half, that would have been fantastic. But of course he goes for the Slack off. Joey at this point is just like, switch out, man. You have like 5 Pokemon that can kill this thing. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna switch out. So now I'm just gonna go for the Ice Punch, because I don't know. I only have like 3 Dynamic Punches left. No, I have 4 at this point. I have 4. Yeah, he doesn't hit himself in Confusion this time. Oh, that's the only time he hit himself in Confusion. Sorry, excuse me. So yeah, if he hits himself one more time in Confusion, that would be. So now I'm thinking he's gonna switch out because he hit himself in Confusion. So I'm gonna go for the Dynamic Punch yet again. So at this point, I'm like, please, 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 please hit yourself in Confusion. That would just be lovely. But of course he doesn't. He gets super duper lucky. 50% my ass, Confusion. 50% my ass. And I just hit my glasses case. Not bad. Alright, so at this point I have to switch out because, I mean, seriously, this is fruitless. I'm not getting anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to my Starmie. PK face Starmie. He's gonna go for the slag off again because, okay, dog, you gotta stop barking, bro. Bro, stop it. There's a dog outside barking, and it's ruining my narration. Anyways, I bring out my Starmie. He's gonna go for the slag off. Obviously, he doesn't want to get hit with a hydro pump and die. So he's gonna switch out, go with Celebi as I go for the rapid spin. I knew he'd obviously switch out, so I went for the rapid spin. He brings in the Celebi, and I don't want to switch out the Ferrothorn because I don't want to get hit with an HP fire, and it actually happens to be exactly what he goes for right now. So I'm thinking that, first of all, I'm thinking I can live a Giga Drain if he does actually happen to go for it, so I'm just gonna stay and go for the Ice Beam. But he actually does end up going for the HP fire. Joey doesn't well, that's not true. Joey is fucking unpredictable as fuck. God damn, I hate playing against Joey. It's like every move I do is the wrong move. Anyways, holy shit. He goes for the HP fire. Now I'm thinking he's going to go for the Giga Drain, and I don't want to risk it, so I'm just going to switch out, go to my Kimbo. But he makes the good move and goes for the Baton Pass. I was thinking about staying in and going for another Ice Beam, just to see if he would recover or attack. But it was too risky in my eyes, so I just decided to switch out to my Kimbo. I have nothing to take a close combat from this thing. Absolutely nothing that can switch in. Definitely nothing that can switch in. If my Politoed was the correct Politoed, it might be able to take a hit and live, but it wouldn't be able to switch in and then take another hit. There's no way in hell. So I'm just going to allow my Kimbo to die. I'm going to go out to my Starmie now. It's in his best interest to switch out because, you know, I outspeed him and I have Water Attacks. So I go for the Hydro Pump as he brings in his Jirachi. By the damage, I know it's not going to be specially defensive, but other than that, I have no idea what set this thing could possibly be. And here is where Joey fucks me over. Good Lodi Wody. Joey, man, I don't know what's going on, but you gotta stop it. I bring in my Politoed, and obviously I'm not gonna expect the goddamn Thunder on a sand team, but he has it, I guess, specifically for this situation. The man has Thunder on his Jirachi, but he has a sand team, so I'm pretty sure this has happened before. So here I just stay in. I wanted to switch out to Gastrodon, but I thought it would be too obvious, and I thought he might want to double switch to his Celebi. So here I'm actually clicking Ice Beam as he's going for Iron Head, but he just stays in and kills me off. So I guess it's not really a big deal to him that you know, that I have my my Gastrodon. I guess he could just switch out at any time and go to his Celebi. Now here, he does predict me to go for the Ice Beam. He even told me before I clicked Ice Beam that I was going to go for Ice Beam. So he sets up the substitute, which is a good move on his part. In my defense, he does know my team. And in my defense, if I was not Choice Specs, I would not have gone for Ice Beam there. But I thought the Celebi switch would have been mad obvious, so I just decided to go for the Ice Beam. But I guess he thought it would be mad obvious too, so he just decided to go for the substitute. Either way, I'm going to set up my Ferrothorn now. No. He goes for the Iron Head, does a decent amount to me. Psych, it doesn't do shit. But he takes a decent amount of HP from himself. Now he's going to go for the HP Ice. I was scared as shit right there. I was like, oh fuck, HP Fire. But it turned out to be HP Ice. I go for the Power Whip and it does a lot of damage, obviously enough to break the sub. Well, I mean, that's in combination with the Ice Beam. But I am fairly certain that that Power Whip would have definitely broken a full HP sub. So here he's going to go out to the Celebi, and I predicted that and go out to my Dragonite here. Bow, 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 bow. You know, that switch was pretty obvious because, I mean, Jirachi can't take too many of those Choice Banded Power Whips, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance, predicting his Hippowdon to come out. I didn't want to go straight for the Outrage because I didn't want him to take 2 Outrages and then just go for the Slack Off. So here I go straight for the Dragon Dance. I'm going to lose my Multiscale because of his Sand, but that's fine. I really have no choice. I have nothing to lose by doing anything here. So because I have nothing to lose and I'm in such a bad position, I actually decide to just play super aggressively. So I go straight for the Outrage after the Dragon Dance. He Whirlwinds me out, and he Whirlwinds me out to my Starmie. So I'm just going to go straight for the Ice Beam. Here, actually, Joey, I totally lied to you. I had 200 HP. I didn't have 220. Anyways, I go straight for the Ice Beam because I don't think he's going to be switching out. I mean, he can't take another Dragon Dance +1 Outrage, and he doesn't really need his Hippowdon anymore, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. I didn't think he'd switch out there. Now he's going to send out his Terrakion. Joey is a freaking... I wouldn't even think to do this, to be honest. I go for the Hydro Pump, and because of the Sand, he's going to live. But here, he's going to go for the Close Combat. Now, I think in his defense, there's no really defense here, but the minimum damage was 63% here, and max damage was 75. So I mean, if I did get minimum damage there, I probably could have lived after the sand. But in his defense, the crit didn't matter because he had more of a chance to KO me after the sand than he had not to KO me. So I mean, that's fun. So now I'm going to go out to my Dragonite here. I'm going to go for the extreme speed. Now, I have the Gastrodon and I have the Ferrothorn, both which can pretty much counter an HP Ice from that Keldeo. But I decided to stay in and go for a Dragonette because I thought the Terrakion switch would be a little more obvious, especially considering that if I did happen to switch out to Gastrodon or Ferrothorn, he could go double switch to his Terrakion and then I would be in a terrible, terrible position. And if he close combated, I'd lose a Pokemon no matter what I went out to. So I decided to stay and go for the Dragonette. Like I said, I have nothing to lose here. I still don't know what item his Landorus has, so that's kind of like intimidating. But I made the good move there because I thought that he would like. It just made more sense for me to stay in and go for a Dragonite than it did for me to switch out and you know, fear the HP Ice from that Keldeo. Because either way, I would have. I don't know. Even if he did go for the HP Ice, I would have been able to go out to Ferrothorn or Gastrodon and be able to kill something. But anyways, he's going to go for the Stone Edge with his Landorus. I'm going to switch out, go to my Ferrothorn, and I'm going to take the Stone Edge. Then he's going to switch out to his Jirachi. I go for the Gyro Ball, get a critical hit, bitch! Now the critical hit didn't really matter because I would have definitely been able to 2-hit KO his Jirachi with 2 Gyro Balls, and he wouldn't have been able to kill me with any move he had. Now here he brings in his Landorus. I don't know if it was just to get the Intimidate or force me to switch out, but I decided to stay and go for the Gyro Ball, and it does a shit ton of damage to that Celebi after the -1. Choice band Ferrothorn is not fucking around. So now I decided to switch out. He predicts that very nicely and goes straight for the Psychic. If I had decided to stay in there, I don't know, it was just too risky for me, and I didn't know he had Psychic at the time. So I went straight for the switch instead of the Gyro Ball again, and he gets the Psychic off and it does hella damage. At this point, there's really not much I can do. I want to kill his Celebi. He has the HP Fire and the Psychic. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe I should have switched out to Gastrodon. Huh, in hindsight. Because after that Psychic, I knew every single move he had. Actually, that's not true because he never used Recovery. Did he use Recovery? I am fucking losing it right now. In hindsight, if he did actually have... if I did actually know that he didn't have Grass Move, I probably would have switched to Gastrodon there. But I mean, that's neither here or there. So I'm going to go for the Outrage, and it does a decent amount actually, but at this point, since he has the Swords Dance up, he's going to outspeed my Ferrothorn and my Gastrodon, and be able to take them both out with Earthquakes respectively. I was hoping he missed here, or I got a crit Outrage, but I mean, you can't get everything you want. Joey is just, he embraces the hacks, so he can control the hacks. I mean, I'm pretty sure that critical hit on his Jirachi didn't matter anyways, so he probably didn't care about that. But all the hacks was in his favor pretty much. And obviously the +2 Earthquake is going to be enough to kill my Gastrodon from full HP because I don't have any defense EVs. And then obviously my No is going to die from an Earthquake. So that was a good game, Joey. I think he won 2-0. I mean, at the same time, I thought I was going to get smashed, but I didn't get smashed because I got really lucky. But anyways, go check out my man pokeaimMD. His link is in the description. He's a powerful threat. And also, once you check out his channel, check out these videos, though.